Hello, dear audience. Today we'll present our IDU project. Our research question is gas stove or electric stove, which is better for the environment and society.
So what is the difference between gas stove and the electric stove? The gas stove uses exothermic convection. So the methane reacts with the oxygen by then creating the carbon dioxide, hydrogen, and the heat. Heat moves from the flame to the pan, giving the fast control but producing carbon dioxide and the water vapor. While on the other hand, the electric stove uses joule heating according to this equation that is shown on the presentation, where the electricity heat the coals through the resistance. And the induction stove are different, so electromagnetic inductions heat the pan directly with no flame.
So if we'll talk about issue, the problem is that in our homes, especially in Astana and the other cities in Kazakhstan, gas stoves are the norm. We cook on them every day, but gas combustion releases nitrogen dioxide, which is NO2, a toxic gas that pollutes the indoor air. This is the main culprit, which means that NO2 directly causes inflammation of the airways in children and it triggers asthma. So, how does this happen? During the combustion of natural gas, which is methane at high temperatures, nitrogen from the air converts into NO2. And the NO2 levels in the kitchen rise rapidly, often exceeding World Health Organization guidelines within minutes of cooking. In poorly ventilated apartments in Astana, NO2 spreads throughout the entire apartment, including children's rooms. So, according to the Stanford Science Advances 2024, gas stoves increases long-term indoor NO2 levels by an average of 4 ppb across the US, which is 75% of the World Health Organization guideline value. This leads to 50,000 current cases of childhood asthma caused by NO2 alone. Short-term NO2 peaks frequently exceed World Health Organization and the EPA health-based standards. So, according to this picture, you can see exactly why is this especially dangerous for children. Their lungs are still developing, airways narrower, and they breathe faster, which means that children receive more NO2 per kilogram of their body weight. NO2 causes bronchial inflammation, airway hyperactivity, and makes the lungs hypersensitive to allergens and infections.
So what are consequences of this problem? First of all, the gas stove harm health, especially for children. Like studies show the 42% of the higher risk of asthma symptoms for the children, especially which has the gas stove in their home. And the gas cooking is linked to 13% of the childhood asthma cases in the USA. Also, according to the environmental factor, they also damage the climate. Gas stoves link methane. Methane is a powerful gas which affects the warming, and it's leak the methane even when it's turned off. And with the climate impact equal to the carbon dioxide emissions from about 500,000 car annually. Moreover, in Kazakhstan, the household fluid pollutions from gas and coal causes nearly 2,800 deaths yearly.
So now let's talk about our solution. Our solution is transitioning to electric induction technology. So primary solution for health and environmental issues caused by gas stoves is to adopt of high efficient electric induction cook stoves. Unlike gas stoves that rely on chemical combustion, induction utilizes electromagnetism to transfer energy directly to the cookware. Unlike traditional electric coils that use thermal conduction, induction stoves use electromagnetism to generate heat directly under the cookware. This process is explained by two primary laws of physics. So first is Faraday's law, and alternative current, also known as AC, flows through the copper coil beneath the glass, creating dynamic magnetic field. And second one is joule heating. The formula is power equals to I squared multiplied by resistance. The magnetic field induced eddy currents into ferromagnetic pan. The resistance of the pan and these currents converts electrical energy into thermal energy or heat energy. Because the heat is generated within the pan rather than being transferred through the air, energy efficiency reaches 85-90% comparing to only 30-40% for gas stove. This is according to the Department of Energy 2023. So now let's talk about calculations. So first, calculations of power. Power equals to 12 squared, which is current, multiplied by 10 resistance. This will be equals to 1044 watts. And calculate heat energy after 5 minutes. This is 300 seconds. It will equals to 432 kilojoules. The scientific solution to respiratory illness lies in the removal of combustion source. By eliminating the chemical reaction of methane CH4, we prevent formation of nitrogen dioxide and NO2.
So according to this solution, there are the several advantages and disadvantages by the environmental factor. First of all, there are no any indoor air pollution. So no combustions like in the gas stove means no any nitrogen dioxide and the carbon monoxide, and the indoor pollutions can drop by over 50%. The second one, much highly efficiency. So induction transport about 85 to 90% of the energy to the pan, while the gas stove wastes the most heat, approximately 60 to 68% of loose heat. The third one is the inductions eliminates the methane leaks completely, so there are any harm from methane. On the other hand, there are the several disadvantages of this solution. First of all, electricity still causes the emissions. In Kazakhstan, the coal provides the over half of power, so induction quickly indirectly produces the carbon dioxide and loses energy in transmissions. The second one is the induction stoves also have the higher productions, like production impacts, like using 2-3 times more metals and the electronics, like copper metals, silicons, and so on, by creating the 7 to 10,000 pounds of carbon dioxide during the manufacturing, while the simple gas stove created the 4 to 6,000 pounds of carbon dioxide, which is less than in electronic stove.
Overall, gas stoves harm health and the environment, while electric induction stoves offer a cleaner and safer alternative. Despite higher production and electricity-related emissions, induction's higher efficiency, zero indoor pollution, and elimination of methane leaks make it better long-term choice, especially for Kazakhstan energy system become greener.